Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend, and welcome to my project for the year. This is going to be Learning with Leona. I'm going to go through a couple of fighting games this year, still haven't decided on how many, but we're going to be going through fighting games this year that I have not gotten a chance to play, and ones that I want to learn. And we are starting with Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. This game has been so much fun so far. So I will go into a little bit as to why I wanted to play Granblue, what my goals for Granblue are going to be, what my learning process is, and how far we are going to make it. I'm going to do one update a month, and we're going to start with this. So technically, Granblue released last year, the middle of December, and I have just been kind of getting a feel for the game. But that feel is great. Right off the bat, the feel is great. I played in the beta, had an amazing time, both with the characters that I played there, and then also like all of the side stuff. Granblue is a great time for anybody who hasn't checked it out. I highly recommend it. Especially for you free-to-play players, there's something you've got to do when your main isn't available to play on the free rotation. So, how I approach learning Granblue is kind of how I'm going to approach learning every fighting game. It might change here and there depending on what game I decide to learn, but here's how I do it. I just find a character on the roster. With Granblue, there were a few. Find a character on the roster, screw around with their buttons, and then just jam games. Jam as many games as I possibly can. At this point in Granblue, I am at somewhere around 600 games played. I'm about 47, 48 hours into the game, roughly. It'll probably be about 50 or 60 by the time that y'all see this. And I just get a feel for it. There have been a few characters that have caught my eyes, but for anybody who's been watching me and listening to me talk about this game, the main prize, I guess, is Zooey. Zooey has been an amazing time. So I'll get into why I like Zooey. First of all, she's adorable. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's badass as hell. She's got a cute little dragon, and she fires lasers at you from full screen. Like, I don't know how you couldn't like that. Zooey is a bit different from how I've normally played characters. So, I've played Baiken and Johnny in Strive. I play Marissa in Street Fighter 6. I've played like 8 different characters in Dragon Ball. Zooey feels weird because she's the closest to like a full zoner that I have ever played a character. Johnny's like a mid-range zoner. Baiken and Marissa, neither one of them have a projectile. They just want to get in on you. Zooey throws stuff at you from full screen. Just like constantly. Throwing the little wyvern at you to set up for its little breath attacks, shooting the full screen laser that fires in an arc across the screen. When you've got 50 meter, you fire, like the full dragon just flies across the screen. This is the most range that I've ever had on a character, and I gotta say it feels really nice to have. Granblue as a game is centered around 2 very specific things that I've found. I could be wrong about this. Like I said, I'm not the best fighting game player you're ever going to see. But I feel like it is centered around 2 very important things. The first thing is Frametraps. Frametrap setups in this game are the name of the game. They are the game itself. So many characters want to pressure you constantly in the corner, make sure that it's always their turn, and catch you lacking. They want to make you press a button and make you look stupid for it. So that's number 1. Those are the frame traps. 2, there's a lot of characters that have really good cross-ups and safe jumps. So jumping in this game feels very powerful, which sounds weird to say. Like it's such a innocuous mechanic, but so many characters in this game will just do a little hop over you, cross you up, and get a full combo off of it. I've seen Anila do it. I've seen Lancelot do it. I've seen Percival do it. I've seen Siegfried do it. I've seen Catalina do it. So, and that's just 5 characters out of like the 30 that are on the roster. There's so many characters in this game that will cross you up. And then there's other characters, not that those characters don't have this, but there's a lot of other characters that have very good safe jumps. I have gotten caught trying to DP or do an anti-air, a poorly timed anti-air, I should say. If you're doing anti-airs against safe jumps, something has gone horribly wrong. So don't be like me. Or like a reversal super, and they will have a safe jump ready to go. Like, it won't look like a safe jump. The thing that's thrown me off a lot in this game is that characters' animations change when they go from like being in a standing position and blocking to actually preparing to block an attack. You can see it when the startup animation, like the cutscene for your super plays. And that has thrown me off a lot. I'm like, oh, I get twitchy sometimes on defense. So like I'll think that I see an animation happen and I'm like, oh, they pressed a button, I can do my invincible reversal. And then that's not the case. So that's been like a weird mental thing that I need to get used to and change in regards to this game, because it does keep getting me killed. As with learning any new fighting game, you're going to do a lot of dumb stuff. I have done many a dumb thing. Zooey has a lot of gaps in her pressure that are super easy to punish. There's a lot of times where it's just like, I'll be trying to play defense and I don't understand like the throw tech timing. I don't understand where frame traps are. I don't understand like where like certain like how long certain moves are, what moves work where and what don't. It's a lot to digest even after a month and a half of playing the game. Yep, this should be interesting.
Believe in victory.
I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Engage. Great.
Ah. Ah. Oh, right. That one's armored.
Great.
Nice throw.
Great.
Damn.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, why did I do that?
Great.
Oh. Ah. Oh, no, I didn't have enough time to do anything there.
Great.
Nice. Nice job.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Ah, shit. Why did I do that?
Great. Excellent. Great.
Ah. Oh, let's go. All right, I called that one.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm dead here.
Great.
Ah, I should have seen the dragon coming. I needed to see that coming.
Battle 2. Engage. Great.
Ah.
Great.
Is it just me? I feel like I'm being, like, trying to be proactive and it's, like, bad. Nope. That was on me. I should not have done that.
Excellent.
Why did I try to throw you there? What was I doing? What am I doing here? Alright.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh. Ah.
Great. Excellent.
Oh, and now I'm dead.
Excellent.
Damn it. Ugh. Alright. One final chance at glory.
2. Engage.
And that was not gonna get me anywhere. Oh, well, shit.
Great.
Oh my god. Was I even pressing a button there? Oh. Ah, it didn't matter. I couldn't convert off of it. Nice job. Nice job. GG's. Damn. Still, I feel like I've progressed a lot. Not just in terms of Granblue, but just like as a whole in fighting games. Playing Granblue as much as I have has actually, I think, made me a better Strive player because it's made me be a little more picky about how I decide to do pressure strings, but also where I decide to fight back on defense. So, while I am not great at Granblue right now, I just hit A rank not too long ago. And technically, I started in B because I'm not a coward, and I picked the thing on startup of the game where it's like, do you know how to play fighting games? And I'm like, yeah, I could do a combo. What do I look like, a fucking chump? But I started in B rank, and I'm hovering somewhere around the middle of A after only playing a little bit of ranked. This is also Granblue is also an interesting case because I've barely played ranked, like hardly at all. I have played almost exclusively casuals, like in private rooms and in the open lobbies, and I have over 600 games already. Like, I'm obviously not doing the full-time fighting game job that a lot of players seem to be doing. Like, I queued into somebody the other day who had like 1,600 games on Eustace or something like that, and I'm like, do you fucking clock in for 8 hours a day and get paid for this? Like, that's the only way I can see some of these people having the time for this. Like, I have a life and other things to do. I don't get how you're able to play that much, but that's all, like, that's just par for the course, you know? Some people are gonna no life these games, and you have to figure out, in that case, you have to be smarter. And that is the goal here. I am going to figure out how to be a smarter and more skilled Granblue player. So, my notes for this month are, I have gotten a lot better at using and mixing in the simple inputs for Granblue. For those who don't know, Granblue has both technical and simple inputs. The only difference is that if you do the simple input, you get, like, I think it's 20% less damage, and that's it. So if you're brand new to a fighting game, highly recommend Granblue. It's still going to kick your ass. It's going to be really hard because it is a fighting game and it is a game that you are probably brand new to, but it is going to be a lot less technically challenging and a lot easier on the mental stack because you're not trying to juggle 8 million different, like, directional inputs. I even still do simple inputs for DP because I fucking hate DP inputs, so I'm not going to do that shit. Juggling all of that and, like, finding out where and when to do simple inputs versus technical inputs, that is a skill that needs to be honed, and I'm going to work on that. Another thing is really just learning, like, I have to fight more, and I have to fight against random people more. I've been playing too much against the same people and trying to beat them instead of trying to beat their characters. I need to play against more of the cast, learn what's going on in this game, learn where all the gaps and pressure are, and then exploit that. Because that is the name of the game in fighting games, is beating your opponent by exploiting their mistakes, kind of. At least that's what it's gonna feel like here. And then finally, I just need to, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, hone in my combo routes. Granblue is an interesting case because there's, like, a lot of different routes that you can take based on your bravery points, which is also something that I haven't talked about. Side tangent, bravery points are fucking cool. I really like that it is a very high risk, high reward resource that you use on both offense and defense. Love that. Very cool. Incorporating bravery points and your skybound meter into combos, figuring out what route to do where and when, learning when to cash out your skybound meter for your skybound art, or to use it for, like, EX moves in either pressure or in neutral. There's gonna be a lot to take in when learning this game, and I'm very excited. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of this game. It is so cool. And to that end, I'm also not entirely sure if I'm going to stick with Zooey. It sounds weird. I've been playing her almost the entire game so far. I saw a buddy of mine playing Zooey when she was on free rotation, and they were doing some crazy shit with her. Like, they've obviously been playing the fighting games for, like, over a decade at this point. So they're much more experienced with fighting games than I am, and they were able to find out what is good about her, what is not good about her, what you should and shouldn't be doing. But I saw just the amount of cool things that you could do with Zooey by watching them play, and I was hooked. Like, I immediately threw away both Anila and Narmaya, which I played in the beta, and was like, nope, this one's for me. And then I saw somebody else playing Narmaya, and I was like, oh, wait? Really? I I am going to be playing a little bit of Narmaya here in the coming days and weeks. And I'm going to be seeing if I want to stick with Zooey, because I love playing Zooey. I think she's a lot of fun. But I saw Narmaya, and I just think about my time playing Johnny in Strive and how much fun I've been having there, and how good I feel about my game in Strive, and how similar Narmaya and Johnny are, except for the fact that Narmaya is better because she's a cute girl with horn and huge boobs, and I'm like, oh, but what if? So, anyway, that's all I have for the first Learning with Leona. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed whatever gameplay footage I decided to put in the background. I have no idea what I'm gonna put here yet, but I'm hoping to improve whether no matter what choices I make in regards to character selection, in regards to combo routes, any of that stuff. I am hoping to improve my game both at Granblue specifically and at fighting games as a whole, because you can learn so much about fighting games as a whole by playing different games and understanding how different things work and implementing what does work from those games into other games. That's the coolest thing about fighting games. Fundamentals will transfer no matter what. And as you're honing yourself in one game, you're also honing yourself in another. So I thank everybody for watching, and I will see you guys next time.